is mind-blowing to me.
It is
mind-blowing. And you can do it just as easily as I can. So it's not a difficult template to do. It is a long template to do. You will not finish this in an hour, but he's not difficult at all.
But that sense of achievement,
amazing.
And you know, you can confirm that at home. Those of you who have tried colour templates and you've done this yourself, you know, the sense of achievement when you have achieved, when you've done this is just extraordinary. Debbie's messaged in as well. Wow, it's another sellout. Well done, Carla. You never disappoint.
I'm so grateful to you all. I mean, I say it every single time, don't I? But this is like, this is the roof over mine and my kids' heads. And I know I say it every time, but I can't get over that. So for me to be able to provide for those babies and feel like I'm doing okay after a lot of, you know, all of the stuff that's gone wrong,
so proud of
to
you
where
as well.
I am now. Yeah, well, I mean, I made your grey quilling strips have been bagged by Abraham, and I'd like to say they were bagged with love. They were not. They were not.
We've got 50 people who are about to miss out on
I'm sorry.
dispatch. I do have some good news, okay? So I want to just, before we go to demo, we're all desperate to see. We do have the single. We've got the template.
Yeah, the template on its own.
We have got the tools here for you as well today, okay? So if you are a complete beginner, if you have not yet got your tools, you're going to be able to get those on today's show. But first up, here is the elephant template pack, okay? So just remind us how this is different from the bundle. You haven't got the quilling strips.
You haven't got the quilling strips. It's just 10 templates, so you can get your own quilling strips. If you've got, when I have done the bundles in the past, if you bought, you know, the bundle of all the papers I did, you've got all of these colours. You've already there. So there's, you know, it's just that really. You can get hold of quilling strips. What I will say is the reason I can only do a certain amount, although I have given more than I've ever given on extended, is because I don't know how many I'll have and I don't want to over allocate as such with amount. But there's a good chance I'll have some more quilling strips that are specific to the elephant, because I'll have to cut all of it to make sure I've got enough. And if that is the case, I will whack them on Cut by Hand on the Cut by Hand website. So there might be the chance. I don't know. I can't guarantee it, but I will try.
But if somebody at home loves to play with colour, loves their own sort of sense of colour, and maybe they're making it for a specific room in the house, you can still follow along. You can still do this using different colours.
Listen, you could colour him in with alcohol markers. You could colour him in with crayons. You don't have to use paper. You could do all sorts with him. Like, it's not just specifically, I mean, it is because I quilled it, but you don't have to just do that. There's no crafting police. You do what you want with it. If you've got kids, give it to them as a colouring page.
And you're saying we can photocopy
as many times as you want.
You just do not sell
I don't care if you make 100 elephants and you sell 100 elephants on Etsy. That I'm all game for it. You make money where you can. Absolutely make the money where you can. The only thing I say is you cannot take my templates and like photocopy them and then sell them as a pack. You're not allowed to sell my design, but you can sell all of your finished products, and I don't care how many of them you make. And I think that's as generous as I can be.
It's more than generous.
If that makes sense.
Incredible. Not everybody allows us to take their designs and photocopy
I
them.
don't care
Understandably so. So you're wonderful.
Make as many as you want. Indeed. Listen, money is hard to come by. Craft products are a joy and a luxury. But if you can make it spread further, go for your life. Even if you want to, let's just say you and a mate want to do them and you want to go halves on a pack, and so you still want 10 each, then just, you know, buy it, split it, and then do 5 photocopies of each one each. Amazing. And so you can share it between a friend.
Can you enlarge them? So if you want to do a big,
if you want to,
an even
if you've got an A3 printer, you would be able to do that. And you would have to, because you would set your settings to like 100, 200%. And that would do it. So an A3 printer, you would be able to do it. I'm not sure how else you would be able to do it. You could effectively, could you put it in your scanner cut? I don't know that would work really. You could try. If you do it in your scanner cut and you make it bigger, then you would do a direct cut and just cut around his body shape.
Okay.
Because it'll want to cut all the inside. So just a direct cut, and you would be able to make him bigger than if you wanted, or smaller for that matter. If you make him smaller, you're going to really struggle to quill him, because this is a busy boy.
He's busy.
Girl.
Beautiful. Right, we're going to bring you the toolkit. this is here. Remember, this is your code HL8317 for your 10 individual templates. They're there for you, A4 in size, and you'll get those home. And of course, you can photocopy those and do more if you would
anything
like.
you want.
Of the extended dispatch, there are 4 left. Okay, so if you want to get that extended dispatch with all of the quilling strips, you've got to be really, really quick. Okay, we're going to bring you the tools, and then you're going to see how to quill this beautiful, beautiful elephant. Your toolkit, IE8361. So in here, you've got your essential tools.
So these are your essentials, and the reason I've stopped putting them in the kits as a rule is because a lot of you, I mean, so many of you have already got about 10 of them, because every time you've bought a kit, they've been in it. And of course, that, how do I say this without sounding greedy? I'm not being greedy, but it obviously reduces any profit I can make. So that makes it harder for me to get stock for the next ones, which is why we end up with less quilling strips. So everything's a juggling game. So by not putting the quilling tools in the kit and doing it as a separate, that means I've got a little bit of wiggle room at the end of it. So it's
also
not
very good for you at home, because like you said, if you've already got them, you know, it's saving you on your other kits as well. So it makes sense for everybody. IE8361, there we go. It's all there for you. So you've got your tweezers in there,
your needle tool, and your so your tweezers are straight edge tweezers. It's not your standard. Everything is stainless steel, so they are obviously good quality products. And then you've got your slotted tool. You'll need your slotted tool today. I never tell you to bring a slotted tool to the game. We're bringing a slotted tool today. So there you go.
Nice. And just to give you a sense of scale on these, I'm holding them in my hand now. They're all here. Really, really beautiful quality with each of them. Okay. Carla, we are getting so many messages.
Oh, you're so lovely, guy. I'm so grateful.
It's lovely. I'm really sorry that we won't be able to play all of them through the show, but while you're demonstrating, I won't necessarily read them all out, but we might see them coming through on the bottom.
And then I'll watch it later, and then I'll see them. Put it on mute, because I've got the worst voice on television.
Stop it.
So
she's amazing. I know.
When you're working, I bought this great big giant ridiculous.
This makes me smile. So
I love this. I got this massive clip, and I got it from the Zon. It's the best thing I've ever bought. I don't even think it was very expensive. But what I do,
things by halves.
No, never. But obviously, sometimes when I'm working on bigger projects, I'll just fill the whole lot up with the quilling strips that I'm using, and I can just take each one. Now, it's also very useful if you want to make friendship bracelets as well. So you can put your embroidery threads in there on a clipboard, and it can do all stuff with those. But just as a little guidance, if you want to do it, makes it easier when you've got your quilling strips all together and you just tear them off as you're going. That's how I did the elephant, because when you're working with the more complex, I don't mean that he's more difficult, I mean that he's got more colours, and you're kind of, you know, looking at where you're going more. You end up with a whole shower of pieces of paper all around you, and if you can do it this way, you're just taking one at a time, and it's kind of more organised, which is very rare for me.
Lovely. Sorry to cut in very briefly. Maybe you are really excited by this and you're wanting to get some of Carla's previous designs. Just to let you know, they are now on pre-order. You've got the cat, you've got the hare, you've got the phoenix, you've got the fox in there as well. They're absolutely beautiful. They are on pre-order for you.
Wow.
And after, just look. Claina was saying this looks just like her cat.
I might give it to Claina at the end. Look, he's handsome.
He's very handsome. We'll bring them live later, but I just wanted to let you know they're coming up on today's show, but I just want you to be able to relax and enjoy Carla's demo as well. Now, we've got the glue on the show, haven't we?
Yeah, that's not what I was going to say. Glue.
Glue.
I hope you all, while we're out and about doing things, got your glues in the fridge. If you've got PVA,
Simon came in earlier, who is our floor manager today.
Yes, if you got your glue, and I was like, it's in the fridge if you want it. Because it being in my car, and all the water will separate. It'll just start to, and then it'll evaporate, and then your glue becomes unusable. Keep your glue in your fridge while it's hot.
Okay.
So there you go. Right, when you're doing, I've already outlined his trunk just to get, so you can see roughly where we're guiding through. What I've done on this template, which I've never done on any of the other templates, is I've made the outline of him slightly darker than the inserts of him, only because his outline might get a little bit lost on your photo. So I've made it darker so you can absolutely follow it, no problems at all. I've done his trunk, but my advice to you is don't start with the trunk. And the first thing I'm going to tell you before I go any further is the order in which I would quill it if I was doing it at home.
Okay.
First of all, do your eye. First of all, get the eye done, and then do his head and do his trunk. And then the only thing I'll say about the trunk is normally I'm just like, go free and easy, do what you want. And I still stand by that. However, you've got to notice that with his trunk, Can you just put the elephant on? In fact, if I can
Maybe
just take this, that'll be easier because then I can see him. At this side of the elephant, you'll notice